So I wrote this poem about a sad ogre who's unsatisfied with the stinkiness of his swamp. And in this video, I want to turn that poem into a full song. I'm going to show you how I do it, and then I'm going to play the whole thing for you at the end. Let's get started. With a project like this, it's probably best to start with some sort of plan. So here's what I'm thinking. In terms of vibe, I'm thinking something sort of like the Lazy Song by Bruno Mars. Specifically, its offbeat guitars and kind of the way the drum groove works. So in general, the main instruments in this song are going to be acoustic guitar, bass guitar, and drum set. Of course, we can always add what we need, but I think that's going to be a good solid foundation to start with. I've already started playing around with some acoustic ideas before I started making this video, so let me show you what I have so far. So I've been going back and forth about whether or not I want to use a pick for this, but I think I decided I am going to. So I'm thinking some sort of offbeat stab pattern, and so far it goes something like this. 1. That's kind of the bass line. There's going to be some variations around it, but that's the general idea. Recording all of the parts alone is something that can be really challenging. If you think about a normal band setting, there's a lot of back and forth that goes on. Maybe the bassist does something really interesting that the guitarist will then change their part to match. If you're recording alone and you've already recorded the guitar part and then you think of something interesting, now you're stuck to have to kind of go back and re-record the guitar part. So the reality is when you're recording alone, you often end up with situations where you have to kind of record and re-record and re-record as you start to figure out what the song is. You can try to mitigate that by writing the entire song out before you start recording, but often it has to be more organic than that. Like, it's really hard to plan out everything, and you almost always come up with something new when you're recording that you hadn't thought of before. Zoom. So you just have to kind of be aware of that. You're going to end up re-recording things probably multiple times, but you have to record it that first time in order to get the inspiration for the other times. So I'm going to record that guitar part, but I'm going to do it in a way that can just kind of be looped roughly so that I can use that to build the other parts. So this is the mic I normally use to record my acoustic. It's the LCT 140 Air. It's pretty cheap and it sounds great. Okay, so that's recorded and I now have 2 tracks here, my left and right. I did a little bit of editing to kind of clean it up a little bit, but it's not perfect. I did make a big mistake. I recorded this forgetting to tune my guitar. It's in tune with itself, but it's not in tune with anything else. Luckily, it is in tune with A equals 434 Hertz. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna make this whole song at A equals 434. Sorry to those of you with perfect pitch, but I'm not actually that sorry. So the next instrument on our list is probably bass guitar. I'm thinking something plucky, something kind of fun and light and just groovy, you know? So my tuner here actually lets me set alternate tuning. So I can set it to A 434 and tune from there. And then I'm probably gonna use my ear after that because I don't trust tuners. I don't. They're not very good. Okay, it's drums time. All I have are these electric drums, but they do the job. That's what I got. Gotta work with what you have, you know? Okay, so here's where we're at. I have acoustic guitars, bass, and drum set, all done. I've comped together all the best stuff, and so the only thing left for the verse, as far as I'm concerned, is vocals. This is kind of a silly song. I don't think I'm gonna put a ton of detail in it. I think the words are kind of the important part. So honestly, I'm probably just gonna repeat this verse a couple times and call it good. So all that's left then is the chorus, where I think we kind of do the same procedure over again, but this time on the chorus. So we'll start with some acoustic guitar. All right, chorus drums, here we go. Yeah. All right, so that's all the major structural parts of the song. I have a ton of work to do off camera now. I'm gonna do some vocals. I think I'm gonna do some little like piano solos in between, kind of as like a post-chorus thing. And then, yeah, that should be it. So here it is, the final product. Stick around afterwards because I have some announcements and stuff.
Why can't I be happy in my swamp? A big green guy like me should be happy as can be, but I'm sorry to say that I'm definitely not. It just doesn't stink like it used to. When I first moved in, it was beautifully putrid, but now there's just a subtle scent of mildew. Maybe if I had a bigger bog, eternal stench galore, I'd have something more to live for. But instead I have this puddle by the log. But hey, a guy like me shouldn't complain. After all, I'm alive, I'm healthy, I'm alright, but I still feel bad. All these flowers grow around my land. It's honestly embarrassing for such sweet-smelling enemies to be ruining every single thing I plan. But I can't bring myself to pull them up. When I think of trying, overwhelmed with thoughts of dying, so I deal with my appalling aroma. But hey, a guy like me shouldn't complain. After all, I'm alive, I'm healthy, I'm alright, but I still feel bad. Franklin says my swamp smells horrendous. It's disgusting, fully ripe, one of the nicest in his life. But I see right through his hollow compliment. Yesterday I saw my good friend Joe. His swamp stank of skunk spray, and now I reek of envy. And I just can't stand another day at home. But hey, a guy like me shouldn't complain. After all, I'm alive, I'm healthy, I'm alright, but I still feel bad. But I still feel bad.
I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. I put out a video like this every Monday, and you're not going to want to miss the next one. We just hit 200 subscribers, which is really, really cool. I know we hear numbers like 200,000, 2 million on this platform, but I try to imagine a little room of 200 people and every single one of you saying, yes, I want to see more of your videos. And that it means a lot to me. It really does. So I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for deciding to tune in. There's more music philosophy in the pipeline. Those videos are a lot of work, and I'm in the process of moving right now. The next video you see might be in a new space. We'll see. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.